Over to the cave where the men are bold, covering sports tales that have never been told. From the court to the ring, we bring the heat. B-ball, football, combat sports, can we beat? In the underground cave, we ball like the best. Dribbling through the fences, yo, we ain't stressed. From three-pointers to slam dunks, we make it rain. Cave Sports Mania is the name of the game. 5P0RT5. When the cave in, we're always live. 5P0RT5. When the action, come take a dive.
Hey, you guys just heard that new track from our boys. That's Jerezy and O-Reez, Joe Reez. Nah, I'm just kidding. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's another fucking beautiful season for football, and we can't wait to get it started. So I am your host, Proper. We got Field to Burn, a.k.a. Zach and Francis.
What's
the
happening?
OG squad's back. I mean, we're trying to have Naro, but time differences. So we'll get them on the next episode. But before we begin, obviously, you guys know the deal. Gotta give a shout out to our sponsors like SafeLightCandle.com. Visit them for all your cheap LED lighting fixtures. Anything you need for a low price, SafeLightCandle.com has you covered. Also, consider being a member of our Patreon. You can find a Patreon link on our website at K4V3.com. If you join our Patreon, you get exclusive access to our Discord where you can chat with us. Francis usually comes up with the sports betting tips, and we have a fantasy league that's exclusive only to Discord members. So if you want to get in on fantasy leagues with us, consider joining our Patreon so you can get access to the Discord. And also, while we're streaming, there is access to our Discord. So if it's your first time viewing this, go ahead in the comments. I think our Discord link should be in there. But yeah, so like I said, K4V3.com for the Patreon link. That's where you can find us. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this pre-show started. It's been a while. We haven't been together in a minute for sports. Obviously, the off season, we don't really talk baseball, basketball. I know Francis tried to do the basketball, but busy guy running his business, so we try to get that going.
Zach and I did a few episodes with basketball.
Yeah, we dabbled.
We dabbled a little bit, but it's nice. The football season's now here, so yeah, we're going to do this more consistently now.
In my opinion, football just hits different.
I will say that baseball is my favorite sport, but the excitement that football generates is just like no other.
Oh, 100%. I have to agree with you guys. But yeah, so tonight's episode is just going to be a little quick banger for everyone out there, just anticipating tomorrow's first game. Just one more sleep left, guys. So Zach, tomorrow's game, let's talk about it real quick before we head into our picks for division, and we'll recap Fantasy Football League a little later too, because we're going to cover our season for fantasy. But for now, let's talk about tomorrow's matchup.
We got Ravens at Chiefs. I don't think we've done too many NFL discussions since the Super Bowl. Still kind of pissed about that one personally. But shout out to the Chiefs. They proved why they are this era's dynasty. Ravens, a little bit of a change there. Losing their football personnel, Joe Ortiz. Is one of the higher ups in there. He went over to GM with the Chargers. Derrick Henry's in town for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson seems to be poised for another strong season. But I think tomorrow's game is going to be a slugfest between two of AFC's top teams. Perennial division favorites year in and year out for the past few years. I'm actually it's more so super excited for the start of football again. I think Kansas City is going to be loud and popping like they always are. Arrowhead is one of the hardest places to play. It's going to be very interesting to see how these two teams come out swinging. Last year, Chiefs lost to the Lions. That was an upset. I wonder if history is going to repeat itself. We'll make our picks a little later in the show. But, dude, super excited for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, me too, man. I can't wait. More from from a betting standpoint. Historically, these Super Bowl hangovers tend to happen more often than not. So, and plus the public is leaning towards the Chiefs. So You know me, I like to fade the public.
Obviously, right?
So
It's like
yeah. Yeah, so a lot of the public feels like the Chiefs are going to be coming out swinging. But I personally feel that the Ravens are going to keep it closer than normal. I don't know if they're going to win, but I'm going to take the Ravens +3 on that. And yeah, if you like dabbling in the totals, I also think the under is going to hit because, as you know, we NFL teams don't really play their starters during NFL preseason. So week 1 is also feels like a preseason-ish game because everyone's kind of sluggish. They're coming out of off season, so they're not hitting on all cylinders quite yet. They're still finding their groove. So I would bet the under on that game as well. But yeah, just like this game, I'm going to probably bet a lot of other games this weekend as well. We'll get to that later on.
First. Now, real quick, we have a comment right here. Someone just tuning in, everyone. He says, hello, I'm flipping in my bed. What's this channel about? This channel's about a lot of things. Right now, you're catching us on our sports online segment, but we got different things like our regular cave podcast where we talk about a plethora of things. But tonight's episode is just strictly about football. So if you're a football fan and you want to chime in, just stick around. We're just doing an NFL preview tonight. So thanks for tuning in if you're still there. But yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, Zach. What were you saying?
This game is a AFC Championship preview from last year as well.
It is.
Yeah, that was.
Do you guys think there's kind of on the side note? Do you guys hear about how that contract leaked for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift? You see that shit?
We didn't get an episode without a little bit of controversy.
Is that fake
funny.
News? Is that
I don't know.
News?
It could be real. I don't know.
News. It's real love, guys. We talked about this all last season. All last season, I was sitting here on my Swifty soapbox telling y'all this is a real relationship. All right? So keep bringing the adversity to Travis. This is just...
It's bringing in real money. I'll tell you that. It's bringing in real money.
What's wrong with that? We all love money, right?
This is America. This is America. So yeah, we love money.
It is. I just thought that contract would be. When that contract came out, I was like, no way. But neither side has said anything. And apparently,
I haven't seen much of the details besides that Taylor Swift can't attend any home games. Are there any other?
All I pretty much read was just like a plan to save Travis Kelce's image, right? Should they break up? So I don't know if I didn't read through all of it. I was like, I am not reading all that shit. But the first page, it just said pretty much the plan, to make sure that Travis Kelce's image is intact and Taylor Swift fans don't go after his head for breaking up with Taylor or whatever. And apparently within the contract, there's a breakup date for both of them. But
so Taylor Swift made Kelce sign a prenup before the marriage.
Dang, she's got it like that. Oh man,
the prenup.
Yep. Teddy Belcher said, "If the West won it, then the West will win it again. It's the West window, not the 49ers window." By the way, Mr. Beast is a Panthers channel. Oh well, Zach over here, Feel the Bird, is a 49ers fan. So, what do you have to say about that? The port is not being the 49ers window.
I mean, it's. I could see that. I could see why people would say that, but they would be wrong because this team is back. Everybody's back. Cut a little bit of the fat from last year. A little bit of the injury-prone pieces are gone, and the Niners replaced them with some new faces. Probably, I think the right makeup of players like Malik Collins who are hungry to, get to that next level and help bring 49ers championship. So, but I get it, right? You've been to 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, haven't won it yet.
I mean, that Ayuk contract is going to have to prove itself, right? Because what was the details of that contract, Zach? So he held out for pretty much everything, right? And
yeah, he held out for a lot of money, and he's going to get a lot of guaranteed money. I don't think he ended up where he wanted to be in terms of highest paid wide receivers. When you go at the AAV of that contract. But he definitely got a raise. But in doing that contract, the Niners actually lowered their cap number for both that deal and Trent Williams deal, and then Debo restructured, and it's like they got like 50+ million in cap space right now, and all their pieces together. They're gonna probably just roll that cap into next year, and keep trying to keep the core together, these star pieces, and just perennial NFC champion. Hopefully that's the plan.
Yeah, I mean that holdout has to pay off for the Niners too, because I mean that's the kind of thing with a lot of these holdouts. The team's like, okay, we hold out, and then what happens after that? And a lot of times yeah, definitely
out right now.
Yeah, that is true, and like you said, he's out for game 1, right?
He might be.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, with that, are there any other teams you guys want to highlight before we get into our divisional breakdowns?
I did want to run a couple of stats.
Okay, go for
tomorrow's game. Lamar Jackson 1-3 against the Chiefs. 56% completion percentage in those 4 games. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, been sacked 10 times. Derrick Henry's teams, however, own a 3-1 record against the Chiefs. He's averaging 5.7 yards per carry and 6 rushing touchdowns. Lamar Jackson had struggles with the blitz last year. Spagnuolo really was in his bag all playoffs last year, dialing up blitzes. He really had a good feel for the game. He dialed them up at the right times, it seemed like. The primetime game for the Ravens, their record, or the way that they've been running in primetime games, I can't remember the last time that they've lost. I know last Christmas they beat up on the Niners pretty bad, and they seem to really show out during prime time. I just really do feel like it's going to be. I think, Francis, you hinted on this, but it's going to probably be a low scoring game. But damn, football's back, boys.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank God football's back. I mean, basketball season over, and we had the Olympics kind of hold us over a little bit with Team USA.
Olympics were fun.
Steph Curry, man. But that's for basketball. But yeah, like I said, we had that to hold us off, and we're finally back in a football season. So let's go ahead and start breaking down some divisional, like the divisions. So we're gonna start off with the NFC South. So let's go ahead and bring that up right here.
I see one.
Yeah, this one is I mean, I could definitely see the Bucks, having a really good season here. But the Falcons with Kirk Cousins, and this could be the turnaround that they needed, right? I that's how bad they were last season. I forgot who their quarterback was. That rookie, right? What was his name?
Was it Desmond Ridder or something?
Yeah, Ridder. And it was, I know they had high expectations for a rookie, but it didn't pan out. But I think signing Kirk Cousins, which was really random for me to see Kirk Cousins go there. So, but hey, if it works out, it works out. What do you guys think of the Falcons? Because I think it's a toss-up right now between the Bucks and the Falcons for the top of that division.
Yeah, I definitely think the Falcons have what it takes to take the division this year, just based on what they have on paper. And the fact that they finished in third of that division last year, third or fourth. So that means their schedule is going to be a little bit easier versus whoever finished first and second. So they're going to be facing other teams that finished third or last in the other divisions, depending on what the schedule has been rotated for them. So I do see them coming out at the NFC South, just based on the competition around them. I mean, I don't see them doing well against other teams outside of their division, but they play all these 3 other teams twice. So I feel like they can win at least 5 of those 6 games, and then from there they just have to pull out maybe 4 to 5 more other games to win that division or come out on top. So I definitely think, and they changed. I mean, Arthur Smith's not there anymore. I forgot who they brought in, but I know that offensive coordinator or head coach is going to be a lot more tailored to throwing the ball and using Bijan more, because last year Bijan Robinson wasn't used to his full potential. So I think Bijan's going to be coming out with a breakout year, and if Kirk Cousins can stay healthy, and we say this a lot, Kirk Cousins, and during the regular season and in non-primetime games, he is a very good quarterback. So I do see Falcons coming out on top in this division. I think Bucks will be a close second, and I don't know. I mean, the Panthers and Saints are going to be pretty terrible this year. So it's really, to me, it's really just between the Bucks and the Falcons for this division.
Yeah. What about you, Zach?
I got the same Falcons. They have the easiest strength of schedule this year.
They do, actually. Good point.
I like what they added, and I definitely think they're going to probably handle their divisional opponents pretty easily, if I had to guess. But yeah, they're my pick for the NFC South. I do think the Saints might actually make a little bit of noise.
They could. I mean, but you know, it's going to be tough for the Saints to even. I feel if you have the Saints against the Falcons, I think the Falcons is just going to take that all day. You know, so. But if you're a Panthers fan, I'm sorry. It's just going to be another sorry year for you. It's rough. It's been rough. It hasn't got any better. Man, it sucks. I think that was kind of indicative when McCaffrey was gone. It was like, it's over. It's over for these guys.
Yeah, Naro actually picked the Falcons as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
perfect.
I do think the Panthers are gonna have they'll be competitive, still young talent, but yeah, I don't know if they're gonna win a whole bunch of games. But I feel like they'll be in closer games than last year because they're just getting blown out last year. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, you would like to see them put up more of a fight now, right? It's not you can't just have another season like that. It was so bad that they were trying to sell tickets for so cheap that no one was even showing up.
Yeah.
It's so rare to see that in just empty seats, and
that was so bad, dude.
A big stadium, and you could tell the cameraman was trying to just zoom in as possible to not show that shit. But
yeah, that's funny.
You can only zoom in so close that we're staring at the center's ass.
You got the announcers trying to break down plays, and they can't even zoom out far enough to see all the routes.
Honestly,
that shit was emptier than fucking Disneyland on a rainy day, dog.
That shit was emptier than the hard cam for AEW shows.
Oh man, well, yeah, I think we're all in agreement here. Falcons going to be atop at the NFC South. Like you said, Naro put that pick in. Francis, Zach, we all agree. So let's go ahead and move on to the NFC East, and this is Francis's division right here. But Francis, since this is your division, why don't you break it down for us? Where do you see this going?
Well, let me start off. Let me go from worst to best right now.
Okay.
And I think the Giants, Zach's NFC East pick last year.
2 years ago, dog.
2 years ago. Man. No, was it?
That was weeks ago, motherfucker.
I'm throwing shade, but yeah, Giants. When they let go of Saquon, I don't think they're going to be that much better this year. And then same with the Commanders. They have Jaden Daniels. They have some young talent, but outside of Scary Terry and Austin Eckler, they don't have many weapons on the skill positions.
No.
So it's a toss-up who's going to finish third and fourth. I don't know. Both are terrible. But I do think so. There, and we all know this. The NFC East is the only division that hasn't had a repeat division winner go back-to-back since 2002 or something. And last year I thought the Eagles were on its way to be their first repeat since that stretch, but history had the writing on the wall, and the Eagles fucking shit the bed towards the end, and Cowboys took the division. So I'm gonna go with the trend, and I'm thinking, and I know the Eagles are gonna take this division. I know the Eagles are gonna take this division.
They have to. They
can't help himself.
That's the trend, man. That's the trend.
Fuck the trend. This guy.
Hey,
You were done with that trend last year.
Hey, I was done with that trend last year, but it's a new year. I mean, you said
It is a new year.
It's a new year. New year, same me. Feel me?
Oh my god, my light went.
He's got the Cowboy syndrome. This is our year.
Yeah.
Every year, Cowboys fans. But no, it's just like you said. The Eagles really shit the bed last season, and they started off hot. And we're just like, uh-oh. I think we have an idea of who's going to head there, and then all of a sudden, just loss after loss after loss, and that's why we were even checking. We were checking on Francis, and we're like, "Hey, how come you're not tuning in? Is it because you lost? You're not coming and joining the show anymore? Not showing up with us?"
Very weird.
And then when they won, he showed up again. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Hey, there's like this new meme coming out right now. It's like my messages on my birthday, and it's like a red bubble with 2 text messages, and then my text messages when my team loses, and it's like a red bubble with like 157 messages. That was me last year. That was for sure me.
Oh man,
Blowing you up, dog.
But man, I mean, the Eagles they doubled down on what happened last year, and that they made the changes. They got Vic Fangio, a defensive coordinator. They got Kellen Moore. At the OC, they're changing it up. They're not keeping it the same, guys. And the NFL, as you know, is a copycat league, and everyone has a bird's eye view on all the teams that are doing it well.
Of course.
So when you catch on, and they're gonna make the adjustments, and they made the adjustments last year to the Eagles, and finally caught on. So I do think with a new look, new scheme, and some more players coming. I mean, they got Saquon as their RB1. They brought in Jahan Dotson as like a wide receiver 3 that was
a crazy move.
Yeah, that can give Jalen Hurts another option outside of AJ Brown and Devontae Smith at wide receiver. You still have Dallas Goedert there.
Do they?
Yeah, Dallas Goedert's still there.
Like half of my fantasy teams last year could have used a tight end.
I mean,
where did that guy go?
Yeah, he's not gonna be like a fucking Travis Kelce. He's gonna catch the passes. He's gonna get you 7 points in fantasy, and he might get you a touchdown once every 4 weeks. But I mean, the Cowboys. It's gonna be competitive. I think the Cowboys are still better defensively, in my opinion. With Micah Parsons and Trevon Diggs, I don't think the Eagles are gonna be a elite defense, like top 5 defense, but I do think they're able to be like a top 15 defense, but combine that with an offense that can be a potential top 5 offense, I do see a recipe for success to win the NFC East.
Yeah, if the Eagles shit the bed again, I think there should be panic in Philly, and definitely Sirianni's gone after that if it happens one more time.
Oh yeah, Sirianni's on the chopping block. He has to at least win the NFC East and win like a divisional game or the wild card game to not get fired.
I hate when birds shit on my car, dude. Tired of bird shit.
Hey, Eagles never shit in their car though.
I hate this division. I never pick it right any year. I don't. If there's any other indicator that you can tell that this sports show is not like other ones, we don't keep track of who we pick, except for the weekly picks. I couldn't tell you who I picked last year for this division. I feel like every year I get it wrong. And every year I just say the same freaking thing with this division is I feel like there's going to be an underdog winner in this division. And this year I think it's going to be the Commanders.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Like that's where my head's going right now. My gut is telling me Kellen Moore, Fangio, they're going to right the ship. They're the right pieces to bring in for that kind of offense. But like the other part of me wants to say Commanders are going to win this division. But officially for the show, I'm picking the Eagles. I think, I do really believe in Kellen Moore. I think Kellen Moore with these weapons is going to be phenomenal. Fangio, I think is obviously. I'm a big fan of Fangio's. He was the defensive coordinator for the Niners when Harbaugh had his.
Not a fan.
What the biggest concern for me is that offensive line. The loss of Jason Kelce. I'm very curious to see what that chemistry is like. I know their backup last year was pretty good. Had a lot of hype behind the scenes. Everyone's kind of getting ready for Kelce to retire at the end of the season, so they were kind of already like pivoting to see. to start giving some love and give him some of his flowers. But I'm very, very concerned with that offensive line and what the loss of Kelsey could mean to that unit. But I do want to pick the Commanders, but I'm picking the Eagles.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, just to touch on him wanting to pick the Commanders last season, he was all about the Giants.
No, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
That was when Brian Dable signed, remember? And I was like, oh, that might be the higher of the.
I just found out that fucking Daniel Jones' nickname is Danny Dimes, which is hilarious because that's what we call Danny sometimes.
Hey, bro, welcome to the football season again, dog.
Danny Dimes, that's hilarious. All right, so pretty much the NFC East, it's nothing much we could do there. So let's head on to the AFC or the NFC North. Sorry,
Naro picked the Eagles, by the way.
I picked the Eagles. Okay.
Yeah, I got Eagles on there. So now we got Green Bay, the Vikings. The Vikings, though, JJ McCarthy out, but is this Darnold, right? Darnold time?
Hey, Darnold.
Darnold time.
Yeah, former USC quarterback.
Former Jets quarterback. That
Niner quarterback last year.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah, and then we got obviously the Bears with a new look, no Justin Fields, and we got one of the Lions who actually are pretty much in contention, which is crazy because just years ago they were like one of the bottom teams, and now they're always in the mix. So that's great to see. Like I said last season on this show, that I like to see the Lions up there. It's nice to see these teams finally getting an opportunity to compete for a spot in the playoffs. But yeah, as far as the NFC North goes, where do you guys see this going?
I'm going to go with the Lions just because they're doubling down. Like last year, they're on the cusp of going to the Super Bowl in a close game versus the Niners. But I wouldn't be surprised, like, if there's a key injury on the Lions. I think the Packers can sneak in there. Jordan Love looked really good last year. He looked phenomenal in that wild card game against the Cowboys.
Who was that? Who was that against?
The Cowboys.
Who did they lose to?
The Cowgirls.
No. But who did they lose to last year in the playoffs?
Oh, and the Niners. Yeah. They lost
same as the Lions. Crazy.
Yeah. I'm not the Niners. The fuck?
Sorry. I love that we beat the Packers.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions. I mean, they're still the same team as last year. They just are doubling down what they got. And
Laporta could have a good season again.
Yeah,
Laporta body.
The Bears really interest me though. Like I think out of all the teams, so I think NFC North Lions, but out of all the teams that can make some noise and be a wild card is the Bears, because
yes,
even though Caleb Williams, rookie quarterback, he's super talented. He's gonna make his mistakes, but the team is set up for him to be hard to fail. When you have veterans like Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and then you got DeAndre Swift at the running back, who was phenomenal with the Eagles last year. And then they have that rookie Rome Odunze.
Oh yeah.
And then Cole Kmet at tight end. I think he has a lot of weapons.
Underrated defense.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears make the playoffs. If there's a bet somewhere, I don't know the line, but for the Bears to make the playoffs, I would take that. I would take that bet.
Yeah. That's actually what I want to bring up. I was like, I think people are kind of sleeping on the Bears here. Everyone kind of like is doubting them just because obviously Justin Fields is not on that team. But when you look at what they got a nice rookie receiver in the draft, like in Romeo Odunze. Then they got Keenan Allen, who's right now is questionable, but I feel like that's not going to be a big issue. Then you got the DeAndre Swift and DJ Moore. This is a good team, and like Zach said, it's an underrated defense, and I think this could be a slept-on team in the NFC North, to be honest with you. I feel like the NFC North is kind of open. I think the favorite would be Green Bay. I thought it would be Minnesota, but after losing JJ, it kind of went down a bit. But Darnold could do something, and this could be his resurgence. And that's why the NFC North to me is pretty interesting to kind of watch and see what happens, because the Bears could come out on top and take number one, or the Lions can finally make that push, and who knows where they go in the playoffs, or Darnold can, fucking be the guy that the Vikings have needed since Cousins have left them, and Jordan Love might actually prove he's worth that contract. Who knows? It's just, I feel like this is a league where there's a lot to prove, or in this division, there's a lot to prove in this division, and each team is very well equipped to prove what they're made of.
Oh, for sure. Each divisional game is going to be prime time, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, it has to be, depending how their games turn out. But obviously, if the Bears just completely fucking, pull off typical Bears shit, then it's just like, oh, okay.
Nah, Bears.
Yeah.
So, Germs, who are you taking?
You know what? I'm gonna go Bears.
Bears.
Yeah.
Okay, Naro took the Lions. I am taking the Packers.
That's the obvious choice. I mean,
yeah,
you're not wrong for that. A lot of people would go with the Packers for this one. They look like the favorites in the North, honestly. But what about you, Francis?
I'm going to stick with the Lions on this one. I think they're going to repeat as divisional winners.
Yeah, it can. And I'm on Raw. Can't doubt the Sun God, man. So
yeah, man.
I'm on Raw dogging it.
He's from here, where I'm from, Anaheim Hills.
Hey, former Trojan.
Yeah. And he went to Modern Day, right?
Yep, Modern Day, yep.
Yeah, so
local boy.
Local
guy. So hopefully I run into that guy around here sometime. That'd be tight.
I think the Lions finished third in this division, by the way.
You think they finished third in this division? Really?
Yeah, behind the Bears.
Sheesh.
Behind the Bears. Oh, and then we got the Vikings at last on your part.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Vikings are going to be cheeks this year.
I could definitely see that going on. Like the Vikings last, I could see that, because I don't know. I'm not a believer in Darnold right now, to be honest with you.
I did see something fly by on Twitter when McCarthy went down, and it was like, with the first pick of the 2025 NFL draft, the Vikings select. Like, Jesus. That wasn't even like 3 hours after the injury. It was like right away. Someone had that loaded.
Oh, man. You gotta be quick.
They could be the worst team in football.
Wow. Okay.
Really?
That's a pretty bold statement. I mean, we just talked about the Panthers, and I think they could be the worst team in the league. But hey,
Panthers are going to be cheeks too.
Yeah. But yeah, so there you guys have it. Those are our picks. I'm running with the Bears. You got Francis running with the Lions. Naro, Lions as well. And Zach, he's going with Green Bay. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to Zach's division. This is the NFC West. Zach, tell us how this is going.
I have no idea who I'm going to pick for this division.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Listen. Okay. Arizona actually played a lot of close games last year, right? Cobra Kyler's back. The way he finished that season, right? You remember what he did in Philly, Francis?
Yeah, I do remember.
He looked good.
I do remember.
He looked pretty good. And they got Maserati Marv in there now. Trey Benson backing up James Conner. Got some pieces.
They do have pieces.
Could be a little scary, that Arizona team.
Trey McBride, too. That tight end is pretty nice.
Yep, Trey McBride. He's there, too. Defense, I think, is like the Bears, kind of underrated last year. Seattle, wild card. You never know what you're going to get with them, right? Mm-hmm. Are we going to get Geno from 2 years ago or Geno from last year? Never know. Kenneth Walker's there. Pretty good running back.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker.
It's hard to play in Seattle still. As crazy as it is. They're not Legion of Boom anymore, but still, fans show up.
The Hawk's Nest, right? Yeah.
The Hawk's Nest, that's right. That's right. Even though AJ Hawk never played there. The Rams are getting a lot of love right now. These guys are getting a lot of love from the media.
But love is not going to take you to the playoffs.
Well, Love's going to win the NFC North. But for the Rams, I definitely think that is probably the biggest competitor to the Niners, the biggest threat to the Niners repeating.
Really?
If I had to guess, yeah. If I had to go on record right now, I'd say I think the Rams are going to finish second, make the playoffs.
Wow.
But I mean, this is the Niners division, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
this is Niners. I think everyone
probably going to go.
Let's not waste people's time. We're all picking the Niners here. This is the obvious choice here.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Naro picked.
Yeah. So, but we still have to talk about the other teams. Put some respect on their names. But
I did. I gave them some shine.
Yeah.
Give 'em a little bit of shine,
I mean,
a little bit of love.
The Rams going second is a toss up for me. I think Cardinals could take second, Rams third, and Seahawks
no
last.
shit. Cardinals are going to be good. I think.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I
I think surprise team in the NFC.
Yeah, and then I think 3 and 4 is a toss up between the Rams and the Seahawks because, like you said, Geno could be the Geno from 2 years ago and fucking bring that team to a wild card spot. And the Rams, like you said, has been getting a lot of love in the media. But at the end of the day, all that love is not going to take you to fucking playoffs.
So I got Seattle finishing last in this division.
You got them last in this division?
I just realized Pete Carroll's gone. That whole stability that they used to have, and that whole they got to build a new culture. They got to go through.
That's a good point.
Again.
That's a very good point.
Forgot about that. Completely forgot about that until just now.
So you know what?
Yeah,
the Seahawks could be very well last on this one.
Yeah, you know the Seahawks are going to be garbage. They might pick first in the NFL draft next year.
Seahawks.
They're going to have a tough time this year. I think Cardinals probably third and really close with the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And Niners.
But Carroll's not really leaving the team. He's still on there as personnel, but he's not the coach anymore.
He doesn't have a lot to say.
It's a soft fire.
He's
that's really what it was.
It's like that awkward phase, like when you take your old relative, like when you're like, should we put him in a home? Do we keep him in the back room in the house? Like, what do we do with him? You know? And I guess he's still in the house, so we'll see how that goes.
That is true.
He's in the back house now.
Oh,
the kitchen, naked, dude. Like
not even front of house, dude. He's just back house.
Yeah.
Bus boy.
He's gonna fall upstairs, dude.
Hey, look at me do my best Joe Biden impression. Bang. Oh man, but yeah, so there it is, the NFC West with us all in agreement that the 49ers are going to get that first spot on lock. Kind of a toss up. Zach believes the Rams could take second. I believe it could be Arizona at second, with the Rams third and Seahawks last. Just how this picture is laid out, I think that's how it's going to turn out. Francis, how do you see second, third, and fourth going?
I think the Rams are going to take second, and then Cardinals third, and Seahawks fourth. But I wouldn't be surprised if both the Rams and Cardinals do well enough where they both make the wild card. I do see that scenario happening. So yeah.
Good point. There it is, you guys. NFC West, we've discussed, and now we get to move on to the AFC with the AFC South. We got the Texans, the Colts, the Titans, and the Jags. This is a garbage fucking division, but I think the clear-cut winner here would be if CJ Stroud could make strides again, just like he did last season. I think the Houston Texans are going to take first.
I think so too. I mean,
yeah, give me the Texans.
Stephon Diggs over there now too. I mean, Stephon Diggs fantasy-wise isn't going to be great because there's a lot of mouths to feed over there, but I mean, he has Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell's coming back from injury, so CJ Stroud, Nico Collins is great, and then who they got? They got Joe Mixon at running back now.
Joe mixing it up.
Yep.
Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz. Still, it's the Texans' division to lose, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think these games are going to be competitive though, because last year when I was looking at this division, I didn't think it was going to be that competitive. But with Anthony Richardson on the come up, coming back from injury, I think Trevor Lawrence is prime for a comeback season because they kind of shit the bed last year too. Joe Mixon will be see for a rushing title. Oh, okay.
Damn, spicy.
Okay, Teddy. Okay. That's a bold one, but hey, that's man, spicy. We've seen crazier things happening in the NFL, so it wouldn't be surprising either.
Yeah.
Wouldn't count it out.
But yeah, I'm going with Texans and then Jacksonville close second, and then I go Colts third, Titans fourth.
I think I'm pretty much in agreement with that. I think, Jags could take second.
Jagging off.
I really want the Jags to do something. I don't know.
Me too.
I like their quarterback. I think he needs. I want him to get something on that
sunshine.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Jags. It's not. It's a bad team, but it's not a team that I don't hate. I want to see them succeed too. It's not like the fucking Raiders. Like I want to see them fucking fail all the time. The Jags, yeah, second for me. But third and fourth, I feel like can be a toss up between the Titans and the Colts. Honestly, it's just they're both ass.
Back.
But what about
I will
you,
say
Zach?
this. I will say this. I think the Colts finished second in this division this year.
Okay.
I think as long as Richardson can stay healthy, I think they might have enough on both sides of the ball to top the Jags.
Okay.
But yeah, this is definitely Texans for me.
Texans. I mean, just going off by last season. Obviously, it's hard to not pick them, especially knowing how these other three teams played last season. It's clear cut for the Texans. What did Naro pick? What's his
Texans?
Okay, so yeah, we're all pretty much in agreement there. This one was pretty much an easy one to decide, so we're not really tripping on that. We don't need to extend much on this one, so we can now move on to the AFC North. Where we have the Ravens, Steelers, Browns, and Bengals, and this is actually a very interesting season. You know, if you would have told me that the Browns could definitely take second, in my opinion, they could be good. They have pieces. It's just they're not. It's a matter of putting it together the right way. You know, all these pieces, and then you got the Bengals, where last season was probably one of the worst years for them in recent years. Joe Burrow, like what the fuck was going on with him? Wasn't connecting much with Jamar Chase, obviously, in the injury, and then the Steelers. Oh man, Steeler Nation, or is that what they call it? You know, you guys got, you know, I got a couple friends who've been telling me, yeah, we got Russell, we know how to use them. I was like, okay, but I was watching preseason and still doing the same shit, holding onto the fucking ball and not moving and throwing stupid check downs. Check down passer is all he is, man.
Still in your fields there, huh?
Sheesh. Yeah. Check down passer. No, because I got let out because my friends were like, hey, Steelers are going to. I was like, no, he's not, dude. But Teddy, 9 road games hurt the AFC this year. Expect the struggle in the North to stay above 500.
That is a good point with the schedule.
Great point.
Yeah.
Great point.
Yeah, the whole AFC has the extra road game. This is always a slugfest, though.
This is definitely a slugfest.
They beat the shit out of each other every year.
Yeah, it's always fun watching the Ravens-Steelers matchup, and but when you interchange all these other teams facing each other, it's always a fun one to watch. I mean, I like watching Steelers-Bengals matches. Those are fun to watch.
This division's hard.
Hey, I'm gonna start it off, boys. I'm gonna go with the Bengals to win this division.
Ooh,
really? Okay, Joe Burrow bringing it back, huh?
Yeah,
I hope so. He's my quarterback.
Plus, sneakily. Best uniforms in the division with their alternate, that all white joint that they got is the freaking Snow Tigers
with the white helmet. Yeah, I say this because Bengals finished last in the division, so they're gonna get the last place opponents of that division, whoever is scheduled in that rotation. You know how they do the rotation, Zach. I don't know how to really explain it, but yeah, I do think they have the easier schedule, one of the easier schedules this year as well. So I do think they're gonna come out, and I know Joe Burrow. Hey, let's be real. Joe Burrow is a fucking killer, man. Like when he's healthy, he's stone cold, and I think he's back with vengeance, and he's gonna want to prove people wrong because they're writing them off. Because Lamar, the Ravens are great too, and I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be a walk in the park for the Bengals to win this division, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals here.
Teddy Belcher. Tune in again. Joe versus the New York Giants is the game of the year. That's Bengals Giants in New York.
I don't know about that one.
Really? I think
Giants.
Yeah, game of the year. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling that game of the year vibes with that one. Unless
I don't even know what the storyline would be for that
one. Oh, he's going with the Giants to beat Joe.
Oh,
okay. Thanks for the clarification on that. Okay. That'd be interesting. You know, Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes for the touchdown. Oh, he trips over himself.
Of course he does. That's
was
what
that against the Eagles?
Southwest.
That was against the Eagles, huh?
It was.
That was against the Eagles, yep.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But just kind of going back to the AFC North, this is, while it's an interesting division to watch, and each matchup that they have within the division is always great to witness if you can. We still have to pick who's going to be placing, and I think the Ravens are going to take the first spot, in all honesty, and then I see the Bengals taking second, Steelers third, and the Browns fourth.
Oh, I hate this. I did not realize this was going to be that hard. This division is tough.
It is. Because it could be anyone in this division. It's one of those rare divisions where it could be anyone.
Give me the Browns.
At number one?
Right. Fucking
Yeah.
Browns.
give me the Browns. Give me the Browns. This division, this might have 3 playoff teams in it.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what?
No,
Yeah,
you said
Browns, but
you said Browns. There.
No. I'm sticking with Browns, but they
right.
might only have 2 playoff teams in this division.
Mm.
Oh, man, it's tough. Steelers are going to finish last. That's the one thing I feel the most confident about. Finally, a sub 500 record for
Steeler Nation. Let's cry.
Sorry, Naro. I apologize.
Yeah, sorry, Naro. Oh, PQ too, Steelers fan, but
PQ. Sorry, boys.
You know,
maybe,
Justin Fields.
It's a good thing they aren't on the show.
You want Steelers to succeed? Put Justin Fields in, because he was doing a lot better than Russell in the preseason.
Yeah, see that situation in and of itself is kind of concerning with me.
It's weird, that they got 2 starting quarterbacks, and it's kind of I think it's insurance for Russell, because I mean Steelers aren't paying him. My Broncos are, so they said, we can take this.
Hey, the sooner the Steelers realize they need to start Justin Fields, the sooner they can not finish in last. But if they hold on to Russell Wilson, if they hold on to this Russell Wilson pipe dream, it's going to be a long season.
And I'm not trying to hate on Russell just because he did terrible with the Broncos, right? But it's just realistic. I watched preseason. I was like, let's see if he can maybe in better system for him, right? Dude's still standing in that pocket, looking. And he's just holding on that bowl, man. That ball, sorry. But it's just fucking get rid of it. That's been the issue since. And I think people are now seeing why Seattle fucking just said, fuck it, we'll get rid of him. And then obviously when he joined the Broncos, I was like, oh, cool, we got him. And then I was like, dude, you're holding on the fucking ball. Move. And then he goes to Steelers. I'm like, oh, man. And friends are telling me, it's like, he just need a new system. What happens? The same shit. So I'm really seeing Justin Fields, hopefully at some point, taking it, because Russell needs 10 Pro Bowls in a row. He's at 9. He's not playing like a Pro Bowler, though.
No way he made it last year.
He made the Pro Bowl last year? Fuck no, he didn't.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It was a reserve.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Pro Bowls don't really count to me. You got to be all.
Teddy Bridgewater was terrible, played 9 years, no pension. Now Detroit can cut him, and Detroit will win the NFC.
Ooh.
I mean, we did pick Detroit to win.
You know what's sad? Teddy Bridgewater played better than Russell in Denver, so. But yeah, so what was obviously Naro's going to pick the Steelers to win this division, right? So that's
he picked Ravens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good for him.
All right. Well, with that division down, we get to go to the AFC East, which is going to be interesting because Aaron Rodgers is healthy. That Jets defense is still pretty much intact. It's still pretty much the same team, unless I'm missing something. And then you got the Bills, who have been great for the past few years. But do you guys see any decline in the Bills? Oh, and they just announced DeMar Hamlin's now their starting safety. So kind of mixed reviews on how people feel about that.
I'm not. This one's tough for me too, because if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, I do see a situation where the Jets win the division by like a game, or by like a tiebreaker or something like that. I will say my pick for the worst team in the NFL will be the Patriots. That's my pick.
There you go.
Yeah.
How patriotic of you.
Very, very patriotic. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins though. I think the Dolphins are gonna, because they got OBJ coming back in like week 5, and I think by that time they'll be a well-oiled offensive machine.
They'll be slippery, huh?
They'll be very slippery, like a dolphin's skin.
Like a dolphin's supposed to.
Like how a dolphin's supposed to be.
Sorry, boys. I definitely did that on purpose. My bad.
Your fucking your dad jokes are goated.
My bad. My apologies.
I'm gonna go Dolphins first, and then
Okay,
Jets second, and then Bills third, Patriots fourth.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I think the Jets. We have to see what happens after game one, right? Is he going to play a full game, or is it going to be 30 minutes in and he's out again, right? Because
Yeah.
that was heartbreaking for the Jets fans last season. He literally I remember the highlight videos that people were posting. It's like him just running out the tunnel, right? And it's like that's it. That's all he did.
With
And
the
you hate
American flag too.
Yeah.
That was on September 11th, I think, too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks, but
Never forget.
well, I don't think Jets fans will ever forget that. But I also think that there's, like I said, the defense is kind of intact. But you also have Tyler Conklin. And I think with Aaron Rodgers, he could be Aaron Rodgers' kind of safety blanket.
Mhm.
Because Tyler Conklin, if you watch him, he's not the fastest tight end, but he's quick. And he's quick off the line, and he can make a break. And he can kind of make those out routes and that quick passes from Aaron Rodgers just to bail him out. So I think we're going to see a connection between Aaron Rodgers and Tyler Conklin early on in the season. You kind of see people kind of more eyes on Conklin, because right now, in fantasy-wise, people are like whatever about him. But I think people are going to try and possibly make a trade for him, because this is the duo I want to watch most on that team, because obviously, the receivers on there are pretty good, but I think people are kind of overlooking on the tight end, and Conklin could be a sleeper on this team.
Yeah.
But obviously we have to pick a lineup. I think the Jets could be number one here. And then we got the Dolphins at second, with the Bills third, and then Patriots dead last.
Did you just say you wanted to see Conklin?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Nice.
Tight. I have it the same. I have it the same way you have it, proper. I got Jets winning this division. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be healthy, and we're going to see that team do some pretty cool things this year. Dolphins second, Bills third, Patriots cheeks, fighting with Minnesota and Carolina for first pick. That division is going to be fun to watch, like it has been. It's kind of cool to see. Obviously when we were growing up, the Patriots kind of ran a division. Not kind of, but they did. But it's cool to see the other three teams now. They're beating each other up every year to get that dominance in the AFC East. So yeah, give me the goddamn Jets.
Nice.
Naro
had the Dolphins as his pick.
Oh, he picks the Dolphins being number one, huh? Okay, well, that's with Francis and Naro, with the Dolphins being reversed, which is not actually crazy to think about. I mean, if you told me that a few years ago, I'd be like, you're fucking stupid, But,
right.
But yeah, so but Zach and I in agreement, Jets first, but Dolphins second. I think it's a toss up between 1 and 2 between Jets and Dolphins, honestly, depending how. I mean, we saw how crazy the Dolphins can get when they're playing well, right? But with that said, AFC East down in the books. That's our prediction, guys. With two of us going with the Jets at first, and Naro and Francis going with the Dolphins. And now for the final division of the night that we're going to predict is AFC West, which is interesting one.
Let's just pick the Chiefs and get over it with.
I know. Right?
Whoa! How about we relax a little bit here? Why are you always trying to skip foreplay, Francis?
Hey man, I'm straight to the point, my G.
Dog, even I gave the rest of the NFC some love, and NFC West. Let's take it easy.
Francis is just gonna get his, and he's like, if you didn't get yours, too bad.
All right, so Francis is picking the Chiefs. All right,
That's what he's doing. He already busted.
All right, proper. How do you think the Bo Nix era is going to kick off this year?
I honestly think the Bo Nix era is going to start off pretty well. I don't think we're going to have a terrible season, but I don't think we're at a point where we can, really contend with the Chiefs. The Chiefs has been just owning the AFC West these past few years. It's hard. You could do whatever you want, and they got people tend to forget. I always say, how the fuck do you forget to cover Kelsey? And he's always open at some point. And then obviously you double team and then you got Isaiah Pacheco somewhere. It's just like it's such a talented team. But I do see Kansas City, and I hate to fucking say it, going number one. But the Broncos are going to be second. Honestly, the Raiders are dead last. The Chargers, I feel like the Chargers and Broncos are going to be at a very tight spot to fight for second. It's just, Keenan Allen's gone with the Chargers, and I'm not saying that he was the one carrying them, but they still do have a pretty good receiver core. Justin Herbert's still young, can still make plays, and running backs, it's okay for San Diego. Was it Dobbs is their starting running back right now? Is that who it is?
San Diego.
I call them San Diego because that's who they are.
San Diego.
And I like saying San Diego because every time I do it, look what happens with Zach. But the Los Angeles, it just sounds stupid. Los Angeles Chargers. It just sounds
8 goddamn years ago.
LA Chargers. But yeah, so Broncos at second for me. LA Chargers, there you go, Zach, at third. Raiders dead last again. Whoop-de-doo, what a surprise. But just to kind of touch on the Bo Nix, I think this is finally the quarterback they were looking for. And I think Sean Payton got his guy. We could see Sean Payton's frustration last season. I could tell he wasn't the biggest fan of Russell. It never fit his scheme. And I think he got a system quarterback that fits in his system. So I'm excited to see that. But speaking of their quarterback room, I think Zach Wilson's doing pretty fucking well with the Broncos. I was watching a couple preseason highlights, and I was like, wow, this motherfucker can throw and bang your mom.
He's got the mile-high MILFs.
Yeah.
Mile-high MILFs? Oh, Zach Wilson's known for that.
Yeah. He's a MILF hunter right there. He's a MILF hunter.
Allegedly.
But so if it doesn't work out for Bo Nix, which would be another heartbreak for Broncos fans to see, because there goes another quarterback. We've been through so many quarterbacks since Peyton. I'm actually comfortable with seeing Zach Wilson step in and play. But Jared, nah, you're not a starting quarterback, bro. Teddy Belcher says Chargers beat SF last year in preseason. They remember. If fans don't, SB 29 payback was served.
I love it.
Hey,
that's funny.
Do we see the brown paper bag this year?
Do we see the brown paper bag? I could bring it back, but I don't think that's going to be this kind of season. I think Vance Joseph has learned from letting the Dolphins score 70 on him. So the fact
he's still there, right? Still employed?
Yeah, he's still employed. So I think, Sean Payton's probably got some very huge trust in him. Right after that game, they were already asking Sean Payton, "Are you guys going to lose?" Like, no, I haven't thought about it. I was like, dude, fucking think about something, because how do we do, And but yeah, that's how I have it again for everyone watching. Kansas City first, Broncos second, Chargers third, Raiders dead last, and not even in competition because the Raiders fucking suck. But not going to be the worst team in the season, not in the league, so they can have that. But hey, it's your season, fool. Teddy Belcher says Raider versus Rams in LA, game of the year, West Coast. I got Rams.
It's gonna be a fun game to be at.
Yeah, there's gonna be fights at that game for sure.
Oh, for
sure.
If you like weapons and knives, yeah, and fucking Aquanet.
I've been to a Rams Raiders game, and I've seen Raider fans fighting with each other. It was amazing.
God,
yeah.
No, thank you. Give me the opposite way of wherever that game is. All right, every year we do this little song and dance with the Chiefs, right? Is this the year that they fall off? Is this finally where it ends for the Chiefs' kingdom?
Oh, I would love that. I would love that as a Broncos fan, bro. I would love to see them fucking finally fall.
We always finally question, is this the year, right?
Yeah.
It's not the year. The Chiefs are going to win this division again.
Ugh.
But do not be surprised if Harbaugh pulls another miracle like he did in his first year with the LA Chargers, like he did
San Diego
with the San Francisco Niners back in the day. I think the roster that he has now than the one that he absorbed in San Francisco is better. I think the certain pieces that stayed on this team, I think are motivated. I would say it feels like Harbaugh was one of those moves that this franchise had to make to kind of. And I don't necessarily think any franchise really looks into how fans or the public talks about them, but if they do and pay attention to it and care about it, I think signing Harbaugh, bringing in Ortiz, the moves that they've made since they brought those two in, who they chose to keep around and not entertain keeping, I think that speaks volumes to the type of team that they're trying to build and what they're trying to accomplish. So I 100% would not be surprised if the Chargers win this division. I know every year that's said. They're usually like one of the favorite picks from the media. They're fun. Their uniforms are dope. You know, the vibes that they got are pretty fun every year. But we didn't, like with other good teams in the preseason, we didn't see them play really, right? We didn't see Gus Bus. We didn't see Dobbins in the preseason. Herbert didn't play in the preseason. And he's been with most of those receivers last year, so he has chemistry with Palmer and QJ. They got Will Dissly in there, Hayden Hurst for tight end. I think two pretty underrated tight for fantasy purposes. Hayden Hurst was really good in Cincinnati for a long time until he got hurt. Will Dissly kind of was one of those sleeper picks in Seattle for a little bit there. And the defense, I think the defense is one of the best defenses in football. So, Chiefs are one of those teams where you just like with the Patriots at the end, you pick the Patriots until they show you not to. So I'm picking the Chiefs to win this, Chargers second, and then Browns and Raiders can fuck off for third and fourth. I don't care.
Wow, Browns! You call us the Browns, motherfucker?
Broncos, Raiders. See, they're orange too. It's disgusting.
Who's gonna win the Super Bowl in baby blue
uniforms in the league? Who the fuck decided to go with those schemes? Awful.
I'm not a fan of the jerseys, to be honest with you, but I do like the throwbacks that they're bringing back for the season. So
yeah, throwbacks are dope.
They're fucking dope. The new jerseys, whatever, bro, whatever. But yeah. So with that being said, we have now wrapped up our divisional predictions. Or no, my bad, Francis. You didn't get to go do it, and we didn't get Naro's pick.
No, because he doesn't like fucking football. He picked the Chiefs already.
I'll go Chiefs, Chargers because of Harbaugh and everything that Zach said, and then Broncos third, Raiders fourth.
Okay.
Browns and Raiders can fuck off.
And Naro, I'm sure he said the Chiefs, right? So
Naro picked. Oh, he wants the Raiders to win. That's crazy.
That's cap.
Just kidding. He picked Chiefs.
This is why he lost the picks last. Oh no, he didn't lose picks last season. No, we're gonna.
I still got.
I had him and I picked the freaking Niners. I don't remember either.
Francis owes us a beer.
I owe y'all a round of drinks still. We have to meet up.
It's because you freaking disappeared at the end, dude.
Like the Eagles' offense.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Buccaneers ruined your party, bro.
Hey, I am one with my team. When they start shitting the bed, I will disappear.
Hey, at least you're loyal. Like a Raider fan, you should consider being a Raiders fan. They're so loyal.
You guys got Super Bowl picks? Early Super Bowl picks?
Early Super Bowl picks? How about we do that after our picks for week one?
Yeah,
let's do our week one picks real fast, and then we'll run it down. So let's do it like quick hitters. Here's our quick hitters. We haven't done that in a minute. Here we go. Panthers, Saints. Who's got it? I got the Saints.
Saints have won 5 week 1 games in a row.
Damn, all right. I'll go Saints too then.
And what about Nara? What's he got?
He didn't do quick hitters, so we're going to get these offline.
All right, let's get Teddy. He just said real fast, disappear like LSU at the Super Bowl. Nobody gets what they want.
Damn. LSU at the Super Bowl. I'm confused.
I think I think it's like about Joe Burrow.
Oh, okay. Now we got Vikings, Giants. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings.
Give me the Giants.
Ooh,
and they might actually win this one.
Danny Dimes. Okay.
Neighbors think I'm selling dope.
Raiders versus Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah. Everyone's
Chargers.
Okay.
Chargers.
Broncos, Seahawks. I'm going with, of course, the Broncos.
I gotta go Seahawks on this one.
It is in Seattle.
It's in Seattle.
Yeah,
if it was
Seahawks.
if it was in Denver, I would have said Broncos.
That's kind of a tough place for Bo Nix to kick off his career, honestly.
Exactly, but I ride for my team.
Keep riding, dog.
Teddy Belcher says I got road team favorite lean this week. All right.
I can see that.
Yeah. Cowboys versus the Browns. Give me the. Ooh.
Fun fact: Tom Brady's debut in the booth.
Oh, it is.
Cowboys at Browns.
Give me the Browns.
Damn. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb's out, so I'll go Browns.
Maybe. No, he resigned. Oh, is he hurt?
I thought I saw it because I thought I could be wrong. But yeah. I'll go Browns. I in Cleveland, I think this is a game they need to win just to start off their season. They need this.
That place is gonna be lit, dude.
Yeah, so I'm going to Browns. They need this shit for they can't start 0-1. They need to go 1-0 to really build the momentum, and we know how the Browns turn out if they start 0-1. Commanders, Buccaneers.
I got the Bucks.
Yeah.
Give me the Commodores.
Austin Eckler with a breakout game could happen.
I'll take the Commanders.
Okay.
I kind of think low-key Jaden Daniels goes off in this game.
Jaden Daniels.
think so?
Yeah, I do. I think so.
Yeah. I call Jets 49ers tie game. Ooh.
Come on. Why you hurt my feelings? It's better than a loss, I guess.
I'll go with you know what? I'll go with the Commanders because I want Austin Eckler to have a good game. I want him to
awesome Eckler.
Yeah. Rams, Lions. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, Lions.
I'm gonna go Rams on this one for week 1.
Ooh, okay. And here we go. Jets, 49ers. Teddy Belcher over here says a tie game, but I see, you're going. Fuck.
I'm gonna go 10. I'm gonna go 49ers in this one too. I'm gonna slam the under on this game too because both defenses are gonna go crazy.
Fun fact: you know the guy who tackled Rodgers last year and ruptured his Achilles? Leonard Floyd. Now he's on the Niners.
Uh-oh. Those are the kind of things that...
Yikes.
Dude,
you know what?
We live in a simulation, guys.
Hey, we're missing one game on this list.
We're missing a few games.
We're missing Packers and Eagles.
In Brazil. Is it? I pulled up this. Oh, well, no one's gonna watch that shit.
It's on Peacock. You guys got the cock?
It's on
you guys down with the cock?
Yeah. So okay. So for me, I'll go with the Niners on that one. But what's the other teams that we're missing?
Ravens, Chiefs.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs on that one.
I'm gonna go Chiefs on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Chiefs. That's tomorrow's game. So
yeah,
they're gonna open this. They're gonna open the season with a win.
Yeah, definitely Packers, Eagles.
I think this might be better.
Use that pick I sent you.
You sent me a pick. Here we go.
I send you lots of picks, bro. That's Monday Night Football schedule.
Oh, that is Monday Night Football schedule.
Some pretty decent matchups, though. Who's gonna watch Falcons? I'm sorry, just kidding.
Yeah, I am.
Hey, bro, we going SoFi this year? Rams, Eagles?
Hell
yes.
Yeah! I already have my tickets ready, boy.
Did you get them? Where are you sitting? We'll chat offline.
Yeah. We'll chat offline. That's me.
All right, Steelers, Falcons. This is Naro's favorite game right here, probably.
Ooh,
he's a Steelers fan, lives in Atlanta.
Yeah, there we go.
Give me the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Falcons.
Falcons.
Sorry, Naro.
What's the other teams that we missed out?
Titans, Bears.
The Bears.
Easy. The Bears.
Yep. Texans, Colts. Give me the Texans.
Texans for sure.
Texans.
And then Cardinals, Bills. Give me the Colts.
Ooh, I'll take the Cardinals in that one. I'm gonna take the Cardinals
in Buffalo, though.
Yeah, he's still living off that Eagles upsetting the Cardinals upsetting the Eagles last year. Cost home field, baby. Let's go.
I'm going Buffalo.
It's not cold in Buffalo yet, so that's why I'm.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, man, God, good points, boys. Good points. Give me the Bills.
We talk about
Patriots
the
Bengals. This is my
Bengals.
survivor pick. Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, that's
Give
my
me the
survivor.
Bengals.
That's my survivor pick too. Yeah, I'm picking the
Yeah,
Bengals.
give me the Bengals. Even if Jamar Chase doesn't play, I don't care.
Oh, Joe Burrow going off anyways, regardless.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the Jags Dolphins? No, right?
No, we
Jags
didn't.
Dolphins.
I'm gonna abstain from pleasing myself this weekend. I'm not jagging off. Give me the Dolphins.
Hey man,
None of that.
way to abstain. I'm gonna go to Dolphins too, though, with the slippery.
That's
Skin.
Yeah, I'm trying to get slippery with y'all. Let's go Dolphins.
give me the snowflakes, baby.
Oh,
Shout out Ace Ventura.
Laces
Packers
out.
Eagles.
Packers Eagles. That's going Eagles.
You already know me. I'm picking Eagles.
Hey,
It's
you know what's
not
hilarious?
The
The color green is banned in that stadium.
It is.
There's like a gang or some shit.
There's a gang, dude.
Yeah. Well, too late.
Yeah, so they're all.
Oh, that's why the Eagles are wearing
Yes.
a white jersey with black pants and a black helmet. That's
Oh,
Yeah,
so what are the Packers fucking wearing? They got green.
they're wearing their fucking. I think they're wearing their Acme joints, the
They're
like
all-
navy blue and brown pants.
Really?
Why is it banned? I don't get that.
It's gangs, dude.
Their fucking flag is green.
I don't know. We don't live there. Shit.
I know, right? Teddy Belcher, thanks for staying with us, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Long shot bet. Jerry Rice to carry Olympic torch in LA Olympics, and 49er player wins flag football gold medal.
I like
That'd
that
be-
Teddy Belcher.
I'd be dreaming, or I'd be crying if that happened. It'd be dope, dude.
Tear out of eye like
I
the
look at-
Indian
hey.
for littering.
That looks like heaven right there. Jerry
Brendan Rice.
Torch.
Watch the Bengals offensive line this week. Oh, we
Oh.
watching that.
People.
No, you
Yeah.
watched the offensive line of the Bengals this week.
Uh,
I'm gonna go with. Hey, we should ask our friend Mike in Brazil why the green is banned.
Maybe Teddy Belcher knows.
Y'all know Mike?
I'm not gonna say
Mike in Brazil.
who?
All right, never
Mike
mind.
who? Mike Jones?
Never mind.
I use Mike Jones' phone number at the gas
Give me-
station, and you get
give me the-
discounts.
Give me
Use
the
it.
Packers. Give me the Packers. Hey, proper. Do me a favor. Google Mike in Brazil right now.
This better not be like a kids in a sandbox kind of deal.
Why are sandboxes invented? It's for kids.
What the fuck is this? Oh, you are son of a bitch.
I knew it was gonna be some such shit.
Ugh.
You know Mike? That's our homie in Brazil, dude.
Mike who?
That's your homie in Brazil. I ain't never been there. Teddy Belcher. Andy Dalton is my favorite QB.
The ginger. Panthers beat Saints. Andy's who?
His name came up
Andy's-
earlier.
Andy's coaching. Mike.
I forgot why.
Huh.
Who the
I was talking about Andy
fuck
Dalton
is
the other
it?
day. Oh, funny.
Who the- Oh, Andy Dalton is coaching, and then he might play. Oh, okay. That's what's up.
That would be hilarious.
He's going to be coaching on the sideline full gear.
Yeah.
Big ass headphones on his helmet.
Yeah. It's around
The old dude from Longest Yard. Like Burt Reynolds' Longest Yard.
It's going to work, I think. Oh, man. Well, that about pretty much wraps it up for tonight, boys.
Yes, sir.
It was a good game back in this with you guys. We're a little rusty, but we'll get back into the
Yeah.
swing of it.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not it. But yeah, so anything you guys want to say before we wrap this up, before we close it all out?
Bet the unders this week. Just do your homework and see which under you should bet. But I would bet the unders on everything.
It's a week one thing, right?
Yeah, week one things, player props, totals, all that shit. That's my.
There you go.
One more sleep, boys.
Is our betting specialist. Discord. If you want to join our Discord, all you gotta do is sign up for our Patreon, and you can get the insider scoop on his sports bets every week. He's posting, updating it, letting you guys know what the picks are. And it's not just football; he does basketball, all that shit. So, if you got any questions, you can contact him in there. What about you, Zach? You got anything you want to close out on?
Just remember to leave out milk and cookies for Roger Goodell tonight, boys.
Man, fuck Roger Goodell.
Kickoff Eve, baby. 'Twas the night before kickoff.
Fuck Roger Goodell.
I'm gonna leave him a glass of water with fucking poison in it.
Jeez.
Dang, okay.
God.
Pretty. Francis' dark mind. Francis' dark, twisted mind. Okay, Kanye.
I had to go opposite of milk and cookies, so I went with that.
Give me some milk and cookies. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been our very first episode for the 2024 season. We hope to see you guys next week. But before I let you guys go, another shout out to our sponsors. You can see on the bottom right here, SafeLightCandle.com. They got assortments of LED lightings for your room, like Zach's house right there, his nice living room.
Hell yeah. All safe.
All affordable too. All affordable prices. Can't beat them, honestly. Also consider joining our Patreon by finding a link on our website, k4v3.com. You can join and get exclusive access to our Discord where we talk about games, conspiracy theories, movies, which we're going to start. It's called Cinematic Symbolisms, which is going to start soon. So Jarizi's going to be heading that. That's our main guy on Cave. You might recognize him because he only wears a mask, and he exposes all of us to take the heat for everything else. So thanks, Joel.
Yeah, we're his shield.
But yeah, so consider joining our Patreon, please. It helps us put out quality content like this for you guys. You can find that link on k4v3.com. Other than that, let's plug in a couple things like Francis over here. If you need any cleaning done at your house, he's got a business called Clear Cleaning Solutions.
Yes, sir.
Francis, what you want to tell people how they can reach you and what you guys do?
Yeah, man, I specialize in residential cleaning. If you got an Airbnb too, I got a lot of Airbnb clients. So holla at me. Clear Cleaning Solutions, mostly Orange County, California, though. Can't do. Yeah. Not worldwide yet, boys. So, yeah, if you're in Orange County, need your house clean, commercial space clean, hit me up. Email is clearcleaningsolutionsoc@gmail.com.
But what if Mike in Brazil needs his house cleaned because he's doing some crazy shit?
Just tell him shit. Stains. He can clean his own shit.
Jackson Paul cleaning.
Oh, man. And as for myself, this is my company.
This house cleaning over here.
Oh yeah, they cleaned that house right there. Look at that. They cleaned Francis. Clear Cleaning Solutions, guys. You heard it. Clear Cleaning Solutions OC@gmail.com. If you're in Southern California and you need any of those services, hit up Francis for some quality house cleaning. You can Google them. They got reviews on there, all 5 stars. So they do quality work. And as for myself, if you're a golfer, please hit us up on propergolfco.com. We're about to launch our fall line we've been working on, so we're getting there, boys. But yeah, other than that, it's been a fucking pleasure, boys. I hope to see you guys next week. We're going to be doing this again, so see you guys next week.
We're finally here, boys.
I ain't got shit to promote. I got no businesses. Just trying to coach these kids in baseball, man.
Oh, man. All right. Catch you guys later.
Peace. It was the night before kickoff.
Laces out.
All through the cave.
Oh, man. And
Boys were excited for the sport that they crave. Oh. That's a